so hopefully you're sat on the chair already for me, all right? I've got a little box, all right, but you could get a book or something like that. I know that once I take my shoes off, my feet don't naturally touch the floor with my knees in alignment with my hips. Okay, so if you think that you need something just to bring your legs up a little bit more, okay, particularly if you're like me and really short, okay, sometimes you need something that's just going to get you a little bit higher. So I'm placing my feet just onto this photo album that I found. Okay, so I'm just sitting my feet up on here. Okay, and that, again, we want to think when we're sitting, okay, particularly when we're sitting for a long while and in something unfamiliar, that we want to be aware of how we are sitting and every so often coming back into a better habit. So quite often when we're sitting looking at a screen, it's not usually at the right height for us. So what we tend to do is jut the chin out, okay? So you may be jutting the chin out, you may be also dropping the shoulders quite a lot as well. All right, so we just want to be aware of that, because the more aware we are of what we're doing, the more we know how to counter it. So first of all, I've got my feet, like I say, sat up on this photo album, okay, but just a book or a cushion, that could be fine too. And that's going to allow for my knees to sit nicely in alignment with my hips. Now from here, I want you to try and be aware that you've got a soft hollow in your lower back, okay? We want to try and be aware that we're not just dropping down into the lower back. You know, you may go back to your old habits later on today, but this might sort of resonate with a few people. So what I want you to try and see is if you can draw up and sort of re-educate these lower back muscles, or encourage them to let you hold yourself up a little bit taller. Now just letting your shoulders come back down by your side and coming back into what I was talking about with the chin. All right, so I'm going to get you to jut your chin. Okay, so jut it out and away from you, and then draw it right in, so you give yourself a double chin. And again, jut your chin out, so press it away from you, and then pull it right on in. Now this time, jut it away, but then bring it back to the middle. And try and feel that now you've got a centralised position of your chin in the middle of your collarbone. Okay? Alright, now sitting up nice and tall. First of all, I'm just going to get you to draw in one knee. And just connect your fingers, around the front of your knee, and gently encourage it up towards you. And then let that leg go down. Take the other leg up. Gently encourage it up towards you. And then draw the leg back down, okay? Now, gently start to draw your toes back, okay? Dig your heel in, so you feel that pull coming up along the front of your shin. And then I want you to point your toes downwards, all right? So if you put your feet on something, it's going to make it a little bit easier. And then place it down. Otherwise, you're just lifting your foot a little bit off the ground. So again, drawing your toes back, feel that stretch coming up along the front of your shin, through your ankle, and then point your toes down and feel the stretch the other way. And then lower it back down. Okay, now coming back into the knee, drawing it in towards you. Now just what I said before about the lower back. Now this time I'm going to get you to pull your tummy in a little and gently round your back in towards your knee. Maybe you feel your abdominals connecting a little bit here as well. And then letting that leg all the way back down. And again, just pick up the knee, fingers around the knee, bring it in towards you. And again, round the back a little. So maybe you feel a little bit of a release or a little bit of a stretch coming around the lower part of your back, just above your buttocks. And then let it all the way back down. Now coming back into your ankles. So again, draw your toes back. And then point your toes. And now lift the leg and then circle. Go around a few times, you're probably going to get a few little cracks. Okay? And then go back round the other way. Circle it round and just really get some release in and around the ankle, the toes, place the foot back down. And again, draw your toes back, okay, pulling in a little bit. And then point your toes down, and again, circle the foot. Nice big circles. Just getting a little bit of circulation. Alright, and then letting it go. Okay, now I'm going to get us to come up off our chairs, and I'm going to get you to turn the other way. So come on up. You may want to just move out your support block. Okay, I'm going to take my hands down onto my chair. Now if you've got handles on your chair, just be careful. Okay, you may have to go inside of them. It might not be so easy. Or you may go a little bit higher. That would be okay. But I'm just going to simulate what we use when we start off into our Pilates and our yoga. So I'd like you to gently pull up into a little cat stretch, rounding up through the shoulders, tucking the head in, and then taking the head and the tailbone away from each other and arching it out a little bit, lifting the chin. And again, let's pull on up, rounding up through the shoulders, drawing up through the back, looking up towards your belly. And then taking your head and your tailbone out and away from you. Okay, now you can either do that again, or this time I'm going to come up onto tiptoes. So I'm going to round up through my shoulders and my back, and rise up into your toes, and draw it up a little bit higher. And then let the heels come down, and then as you come down, bend the elbows a little, so your chest comes down through your arms. Alright, come back to neutral. Straighten your arms back up, come up into your tiptoes, pulling up gently through your shoulders, looking up towards your belly, then taking the heels back down, bending the elbows a little, and drawing your chest down through the centre. And we'll do that one more time, drawing up through the shoulders, pulling up into tiptoes, looking in towards your belly, and then heels go down, bend your elbows slightly and let the elbows go back slightly of your body so it starts to open the chest just a little bit. And then gently draw it back to neutral and come back up to standing. I'd like us to come around to the back of the chair. Now often when we're sat for quite a while, we get quite a tightness around the hip flexors, okay, around the top part here of your leg, leading into your lower back tightness, okay? And again, this is one of the reasons why when people come to yoga, they do sort of find it quite difficult to begin with. It's because of all this built up history, okay, of tightness and overusage of certain parts of the body, or lack of usage sometimes. So I'm going to start off by just taking knee circles. We're going to just bring a knee up, circle it back and round. Bring a knee up, open it back and round. Feel the inner thigh muscles working. Got a little bit of weight bearing coming up into the other leg. Alright, so that's good. Getting a little bit of circulation coming up through the leg. That's it. Nice, circle out. That's it. Do a couple more. Loosening it off. Okay, now with this leg, I'm going to take it back behind me into a curtsy. Alright, so hands on top of your chair and just gently slide that leg behind you and bend the leg that you were balancing on before. And you should start to feel a stretch into the glutes of the leg that you were balancing on before. And then carefully bring it back on up. And then bend up that leg and take hold of the foot. Okay? Coming into a little quad stretch here, so I'm gently going to draw that leg a little bit away. You may feel more confident because you have this chair to hold on to. So if you do, start to bring it up a little bit higher. It feels good to. Now gently bring it back down. Step the foot back behind you And then gently lean forward. So you come into a calf stretch. A little bit of a hip flexor stretch, but mainly it's the calf stretch we're looking at here. Just hold it down. So again, it's just changing the circulation from being sat, okay, to actually getting some blood flow. All right, coming back on up. And then placing your foot across your thigh, so you come to that figure of four stretch, or flying pigeon. And then from here, as we sit the hips back, coming down, you're going to feel that stretch a little bit deeper now into the leg that you're using, the one that you've got propped up. And just holding it there, breathing into that tightness maybe. And then coming all of the way back up. Good. All right, let's go to the other leg. So let's circle the knee around first of all. So drawing it around and back, lift and back. So just hooking it up a little, being mindful, you've got a connection with your core. All right, keep breathing. If you can deepen your breath a little bit more, this helps too. And back round. Good. Lift it up and back round. Just again, changing the circulation, getting the synovial fluid moving between the joints. Okay, and then from there, we're going to curtsy that leg back, take it back behind you, and gently draw it down, sliding that leg away. And then gently bring it back on up, taking hold of the foot again. Find the quad stretch, okay, and because you've got something to hold on to, maybe it gives you a bit more confidence to bring the leg a bit higher, okay, bring it to a place where you can feel the stretch. Also going to, because you're holding your foot, you're opening up your chest, you know, with your shoulder on the leg that you're holding the foot for. And then letting that leg down, pushing back into your toes, pushing back into the calf stretch behind you. So leaning forwards, again weight bearing a little bit into your chair, and pressing it away. Come on back up and just place down your foot halfway down your thigh, coming into that figure of four stretch or flying pigeon. And again, feel the hips opening, all right? As soon as you feel that tightness into the hips, you know that's something that needs to be addressed, that needs to be worked on. Alright, gently drawing it all of the way back up. Okay, now can we get you back round to seated again? Alright. Come back up onto your chair. Coming into your shoulders for me. Alright, so I'm going to clasp up the fingers together first of all. Squeeze the head a little with both arms. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, taking a little rotation with your upper body. And breathing in, bring it back. Breathing out, taking a little rotation with your upper body. Breathing in, letting your arms all the way back down. Okay, now taking your either hand, okay, but if we go right, holding onto your right wrist, and I'm going to draw it back behind. So I'm drawing it and looping it down. And then I want you to bring your head over to the direction of where your hand is, where both hands are. And just gently open up the side of your neck. And then take the hand the other way. So again, draw it down. Gently bring your head over to the side, drawing away from where you're holding the arm. The shoulder that's being drawn down, you're drawing towards the area of which you're pulling down towards. Okay, gently coming back round. Now working into a twist, okay? And if you're like me, you need a little bit of a lift up. Maybe put the book back in position. Then from here, taking your opposite hand across and taking a little bit of a twist so you're looking back. Now, depending on what your chair situation is, you can maybe reach back round and take the other side of the chair. Okay, so your hand's gone back behind you. If you can't, then maybe you're taking it around the back, and to bring yourself around a little bit further. Try to turn your head and keep your gaze eye line level. And let's come all the way back round the other way. So again, hand to the far side of the knee. The hand can go back. You need to take around the outside of your chair or the inside of your chair. Okay, whatever you can reach onto, gently turn your body round. Bring it back round. Okay, taking your right arm across the front of your body, left arm coming up, rear shoulder stretch. Okay, so from here we can fold the arms up. Maybe we keep the hands back to back. Maybe we reach around, we find the base of the thumb, and maybe we bring the arms up a little bit higher. And releasing it all of the way back down. Let's swap it over, taking the arm across, wrapping it up from underneath, and lifting up a little. And then taking it back down. And we're going to go the other way now. So putting your hands up into a put 'em up style, okay? Sitting up tall, not jutting your chin forwards, okay? And we're going to start to squeeze the elbows back of the body and then draw it back forwards. Okay, so again, squeeze it back and draw it forwards. Good. Again, squeeze back, open the chest. And again, it's working the opposing muscles to that you use the other way around all of the time. And back. Good. 2 more. Squeeze elbows back and come forwards. 1 more. And back, and just letting your arms go. And just one thing about that last position, if you do find it difficult to stay upright, okay, you have a ball next time, or if you want to use this as a stretch, put the ball between the shoulder blades, okay, and do it to squeeze your shoulder blades back against the ball, okay. Equally, you could use a cushion, yeah, if you've got a ball, amazing. Equally, you could use a cushion between the shoulder blades if you could, or a pillow maybe, if you could get it to stay, all right. But it's understanding what your habits are, all right. And if when you come to a position like this, you know, all of a sudden you just suddenly can't stay upright, something behind the back, okay, just to lift you up. And again, like I say, it's those essential muscles, isn't it? Because when you're forwards, they've gone to sleep. They're all limp, okay? They're not doing anything, all right? And these muscles at the back are doing so much. So every so often, if we can balance it the other way, it should take some tension away from the neck, all right? Equally, you could do that against the wall, all right? Try to stand by the wall and try to bring the elbows right back against the wall. But I know lots of you are really supple, okay, so that probably would be too easy for you, okay? But, you know, it's thinking about what your body naturally needs. Okay, now I'm going to finish off with just the loosening of the earlobes, okay, not loosening of the earlobes. We're going to activate the earlobes and the acupoints around your ears, which in turn should release your neck muscles, okay? Let's get it the right way around. All right, so finger and thumb together, and then massage the earlobes. And I did this with class last night for the neck and shoulder releasing. And then working up a little, okay, maybe going up inside of the ears to the knobbly bits. Then going around to the top. Oh, I hope you're okay, Tan. I can just see you frozen completely. Hope you're still in there. I think it's just where everything is so overloaded at the moment. You know, the systems are so overloaded. We just get little glitches every so often. Alright, so from there, okay, and again, you can spend as long as you need. If your neck is really stiff, do that for a little bit longer. But now, as we turn, just your head, hopefully it means that you can turn with a little bit more ease. And then bring it back round. Take the head the other way. And bring it back round. And finally, I'm just going to finish with the wrists, okay? Wrists and hands, all right? Because these do a lot of work for us, don't they? So I'm clasping my fingers in together, and I'm going to give it the old 70s dance move, okay? And we're coming up and down. So we're making a wave action, okay? And press, that's it. Get the armpits involved, okay? Get the shoulders involved, and then go around the other way. Okay, once you've done it a few times, and try and, you know, stretch out the palms, get it all going, lengthening out, so the wrists, the fingers, everything's getting a really good little connection there. Go around the other way again. That's it, and then the other way again, one more. Yes. Okay, palms together. Take your right hand over the top. Turn the hands back towards each other, clasp your fingers, relax your shoulders. And then start to bring your arms up. Now you could get to halfway, that might be enough. You might be able to take your hands all the way down to the floor. All right, don't worry if you can't. But this is a really good stretch for your wrists. Okay, it's really good for your wrists. All the way up to your elbows, all the way up into your neck. And bring it back on through. Swap the hands over, take the other one over the top. And again, gently pull it up. Take it over and down. Feel that stretch again. You're always going to find that, you know, the arm that you use the most is going to be a little bit more tight. And then bring it all of the way back out. Okay. Let go of your hands. Just give me star hands. Okay. Open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. That's it. Really flick out the fingers. That's it. And then give them a shake. Alright, take a nice deep breath in, everybody. And as you breathe out, harness that energy, that positive energy, bring it back into your heart. Hello Tan, Tan's back, okay. Alright, really well done today everybody. Okay, those of you watching on Facebook, thank you for joining me. And those of you picking this up later on YouTube, again, anything, just you don't have to do the whole 25 minutes, okay? You could just do it, you know, whichever ones resonate with you, alright? But all I would say is, if you are having problems with your back and your neck and your shoulders, okay, put your feet on something, maybe not all of the time, but sometimes, and try and lift your screen up, okay, so it's a little bit higher, so you're not looking down all the time, all right, just make it a little bit more manageable. Like I say, our bodies are naturally wanting to move, all right, it's what we do, all right, we're not designed to be kept still for far too long. So it's just trying to find ways of things that we can do that will help us, okay, so that we don't have more problems. We want to take the problems away as much as we can. All right, drink lots of water this afternoon, everybody, and I will see you again very soon.